What's up, my little pulselings? How's it going? Thank you for joining me today, where every day from Monday to Friday we will take a look at a different game to see if it's worth your hard-earned money or if it's not. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. And on a Friday, if I do any Let's Play, I'll put it up then, so you got a bonus video. Let's get to the video. Sup, pulsers? Thank you for joining me today. Hope you're having a good day. We are taking a look at Fair and Square, the demo. Let's see what the developers got to say. Try this small real-time strategy and roguelike game, where you need to defend your base against multiple waves. Each run, you will have to choose between unique units and unique buffs. Fair enough. Now the UI in this game is quite tiny. Let's beef it up a bit. Okay, even though it seems a little bit small, let's just go straight into it. I've had a little looky look at this. We're going to do tutorial first. Now, I will point out the camera does not move with W, A, S, and D. It uses the arrow keys, as well as a zoom in. Hello, I am the octopus. I am the one pulling the levers here. Welcome. I am here to guide you in this tutorial. Start by left clicking on the portal. This is where you can produce workers. Select the portal and click the worker icon on the bottom right of the screen to train a worker. That's why you cannot use W, A, S and D to move about, because they've assigned it to these. Right, let's send a couple of these off getting resources. These are your resource nodes. Now the reason why I'm showing you most of this in the tutorial is because the game does have mission-based stages, from what I've seen of other people who have played this, but for some reason none of them are in the demo. I think that's a bit of a mistake on developers' part. Because when you make a game like this, you kind of want people to be able to see it all. The game itself is, I think it's got nice little graphics. I like the idea of triangles and circles fighting each other. I think that's pretty funny. Now you can click individually on units, or you can right click and it will continuously build them. As you can see, it will just spit them all out. And then you've got your little army of circles, which is kind of awesome. I like the movement in this game as well. It's a pity you can't zoom in closer. Now, if you see my mouse on the screen now, even though I've increased the size of the UI, it's still really tiny on the screen. I think it might be an issue with my screen, because I use a stretch long screen. That does sometimes affect the game, so I'm not sure if it's my screen or the actual game itself. The actual combat side of it is very quick. In survival mode, you will need to defend your base against several waves. Prepare yourself. The first wave coming in 30 seconds. I need to put that out there, and that's my circle one. Get out of it. Now, as you can see, in the first stage tutorial, how quickly the units were being built. But this speed is the actual speed of the game when it's building units. I think that's an issue, the speed of the unit building. Especially for a game where it wants you to fight hundreds upon hundreds of units against each other. The idea is pretty cool, but I do think there's a few issues with the game. In survival modes, all odd waves 1, 3, 5 are pretty small and give you an indication of what the next big wave will contain. Usually small waves are 10 times smaller than big waves. Ooh. Thank you for interrupting me for that. Now you can actually do upgrades as well, which I think is pretty awesome. However, increase the armor of all units by 1. Increase the attack of all units by 1. I'd like to be able to zoom in a bit closer as well. Congratulations, you defeat the first wave. You have been rewarded by a rune empowering. Click on it to highlight to choose your rune. Okay, that's the rune. Now I cannot see what that says because of how small it is. I know one was triangle, that's right, and that one's healing squares. But again, as you see, that the units are way too slow to actually build. Right, it's going to scout around with my little units. See, I like the fact the units actually move fast. Because scouting can be a really slow, tedious thing in some of these games. Right, we're going to build one healing square. Right, let's go, let's go. Let's go up here, lads. Oh, where's my healing square? I still not built that one unit yet. Right, that's my anchor. So 150. Oh, I need to wait a little bit. So now I've got to basically just sit here and wait. And because the resource gathering takes so long. These are not infinite, they are finite, which again I think is a bit of an issue. Let's fight against the little triangle dudes. I'm going to move down there a little bit. Right, so they're both going down there. Now our altar is losing health. I think it's a way to stop you from sitting on your base, quite frankly. At 30. Let's add another few of these, shall we? Start gathering to my little friend. You need to build an anchor. On it to regain anchor and powerful upgrades. Okay. For what? Oh, that's not what I'm talking about. What am I talking about then? See, that area there would be a perfect spot to build some defense towers. I need one of these down here to build the anchor station. Congratulations! When an anchor is built, your gate regains stability and you gain a random choice of a rune. Anchor spots can only be used once. Right, so get off my screen. That will normally let you pick down where you pick your ability, which is either increased attack or hit points. It's hit points for the triangles, attack for the circles. As you can see, the UI stays really small, so it's really hard to see anything in this. Now, what do I think of the overall game? I think it is not a good demo. Not the game, the demo. Because I know someone who has this. And when you play the normal game, there are missions. In the demo, it's only survival. So you've only got waves after wave after wave coming at you. I don't know why they've done it on the demo. The game itself looks cute. The UI is an issue. Look at the size of that mass. It's tiny. Same as the UI when you're in game. The writing's just way too small and you can't increase it. So that needs to be increased. There needs to be a tower element in the game. All these kind of games rely on a tower element and there's no towers at all. It's triangles, squares, healing squares and attack circles. But as always, it's not up to me. It's up to you to do you. That was fair and square. And this has been Pulse Beetle. Thank you for your time. Have a good day. Keep the pulse. Remember,